back. Today we're going to be showing you how to make these really cute pair of wire wrapped and leather earrings and then a matching little pendant. So it's a very simple technique, shouldn't take you but just a few minutes, just a little wire wrapping, and we'll give you all the measurements for everything that you need to know. This would be the matching pendant, so just a little bit longer tassel and then more strands of it as well. We've got kits for everything you see here. It comes in the silver, it comes in this really pretty glittering gold, and a black, and the black has a little rosette on there. Super cute. So all of them have necklaces and earring kits. You can buy all of them on our website. We'll link it below for you, don't worry. And we've even got the suede on our website as well, which we'll show you that in a few minutes. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into our project. So we will do the earrings first. 2 individual pieces of suede. We're using about a 1/4 inch wide, but you can use it however wide you want. Just don't go too thin because you want to be able to see a little something. So each piece is 4 inches. You're going to need 8mm jump rings. That's what's going to be on the top. Whatever bead that you've chosen. And 24 or 26 gauge wire. We like the 24. It's a little bit sturdier, but 26 would work as well. All you're going to do is thread 1 piece of leather through the jump ring. Even up the tails. Go ahead and do them even. We'll trim them a little bit asymmetrical after it's over. Okay, pull your ring towards the top and just kind of pinch a little bit so that way you're kind of holding it on there. And we're going to wrap with 1 piece of our wire. The wire is about 4 or 5 inches long. Just a little scrap piece is all you need. And starting a little bit below the ring, you're going to kind of pinch it just a little bit tight, but not so tight that you make the suede buckle. That first wrap here that I'm holding is going to be messy every time. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll take it off later. I'm going to wrap 2 or 3 good wraps. I'm not counting the original one that I put on there. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of just use your fingers. It's thin wire. You can straighten it out real easily. Put my bead on. And you can either do it with your fingers or with a tool. Either one is good. But a little bit above, we're going to make just a little bend. So that way our bead can kind of sit sideways and still be centered on the leather. Okay, you may have to play with this a couple times. If you didn't get it right, go ahead and just straighten it back out and kind of readjust it a little bit. Perfect. Looks good enough to me. All right, so go back to holding the little tail onto the leather like you were. That'll kind of help you just stabilize everything. And that first strap, you're going to have to kind of tuck it under your bead a little bit. Okay, you want it to be kind of nice and close. And then if you need to, use your flats to help you pull it around. Really, 2 or 3 wraps is all you need. But if you want to do more for decoration, that's totally fine. Okay. And just make sure you bring that tail around to the back. And tuck it in so that way you don't have any sharp bits sticking out. Okay. And we're just going to trim any excess that we have on either side. Usually you may have it on the top and the bottom, but not always. As long as you get rid of those tails somehow, you are good to go. So just press it down so it fits into the leather. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to angle the tails, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to do that after we finish both of them, and I will show you a little trick on how to make them exactly the same. And so we're just going to go ahead and wrap this one real quick. The same process we did before. Hold on the wire, wrap it a few times. The bead goes on, and a little bit above. Just going to make a bend. It's about the width that your bead is from the hole to the bottom of the bead. Okay, that's kind of what we're aiming for here. And again, if you mess up, that's okay. Just go ahead and do it a couple more times. It's easy to fix. And then you're just going to wrap to secure and trim it in the back. So this one I'm actually going to undo a 1/2 wrap. So that way both my tails are in the back. And I can trim it off and press it down. Okay, don't forget to press it down because you don't want to snag your clothing or stop your, back of your neck or get it caught in your hair, anything like that. Just make sure you press it down really well. Okay, it doesn't really matter how, nice and tidy or messy this back is. Nobody's going to see it. We're just going to be seeing the front part here. Okay, So what we're going to do is we're going to angle one of the ear wires how we want. I just use my wire cutters for it. And I do one to the left and one to the right. And I do like to make it one shorter than the other one. And make sure I'm happy with it. I think that looks all right. And then we're going to take the other one and we're going to put them back to back, because for earrings you want a left and a right facing one. So line up the top arch here on the leather. Okay. And then hold your little stack of 4 together. And then you've got this one pairs up with this one and this one pairs up with this one. So trim them one at a time. Make sure they're kind of far apart like I did so that way you don't accidentally cut one of them. And just butt your wire cutters up right next to the edge and cut it. Okay. And then same thing here. We're just going to cut it at the exact same point. Super cute, and now they're ready for ear wires. If you've never done these before, super simple. They've got a little loop on the top and it opens. See how it opens right there on the right side next to my tool? Just gonna lift it up, put my little drop in there, and then close it. Okay, super cute, very simple. And then we'll do the same thing on the other one. Pretty easy. Okay, so now let's take a look at the necklace. Similar concept, except we have more than one strand in there. There's 3 folded in half, which gives us 6 tails. Okay, 1 bead in the front. So basically we're just going to line them all up, bend them over, and wrap around similar way. And then this bead gets added on later. Tails are much longer, and we kind of just trim 3 to the left and 3 to the right. Okay, so pretty simple. The strands that I use for this are 10 inches long. That gives me about a 6-inch pendant by the time I add my ring and my bead and everything. Okay, so from the top of here to the bottom here is about 6 inches. You can always make it and then trim up from the bottom if you wanted it shorter. Okay. All right, so 3 10-inch pieces. That's what you would get in their kit if you purchased one. And just line up the ends. And stick all 3 of your strands into your ring. Okay, go ahead and pull it down. Aim for the middle. And if they're not perfectly evened up, that's totally okay, because we are going to trim them at the end, so you can kind of fix it if you need to. All right, so we get pretty close. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so bending it over, and again, just kind of pull your ring to the top so that way you keep it as close to the edge as you can. And I prefer a little bit more wire for this one, so maybe like a good 6 or 7 inches. Just because we're going to wrap it a few more times. You may want to do like 5 wraps on the top and 5 on the bottom. Just because you have so many strands, you really want to rein them in. Make sure that it's secure. So again, holding on to the bottom tail, just kind of put your hand over it. And make sure they stay in line. They can't be going crazy like that. Okay, once you get a wrap or 2 in, they'll kind of hold themselves together. You won't have to worry about it, but you need to at least get it good and started. Okay, and I'm kind of pulling a little bit tight. You can see it's kind of squeezing it a little bit on the sides, but not a lot. But just enough to kind of rein everything in. Okay, I think that's enough. It seems to be holding together. And see this here, how it's loosened up? I can undo my first one, pull it tight. See, it cinched it right in there. And then come back across the top. Okay, so just kind of pull it tight, rein it in, then keep going. All right, so we're going to put that same little pearl because I want to match set for these guys. And then again, just a little bit above. Make a bend. You could do it with your hand or with the tool, doesn't matter. Okay. And then it's kind of thick, so I'm just holding on to the sides and pulling from there. Okay, and if you want to, you can use the tool to help you wrap around, whatever is more comfortable. All right, So I think that's pretty good. Kind of check it, make sure everything's straight. You can kind of push it over a little bit if it's not perfect. Yeah, super cute. All right, and again, we're going to trim the tails about halfway across the width of the back and press them down. And you just want it to kind of bite into the leather a little bit. Just make sure that's secured because you don't want to ruin a shirt. So kind of run your finger over it. If it feels good, you're good to go. Okay. So I wanted a little bit of bling on there, so we put a little crystal on the top. Super cute. You could definitely, you know, do something a little fancier if you wanted and kind of stack some things or whatever look you're going for. Just be really pretty. So something decorative on the top because it needs a little bit more, I feel like. Again, we just used a piece of wire. You could use an eye pin if you needed to. Similar to making an earring, you're just going to make a loop. Put it on your ring. And if you need more directions on how to make loops, we'll link a video right here for you. So that way you can go watch our earring making video and make this part yourself too, if you've never done it before. Eye pins would be really easy because you just need to open and close it. So that's an option as well. Alright, bead goes on. And then we will just make another loop on top and make sure to make it big enough that it goes on whatever chain or leather or suede or sari silk, whatever you choose to put it on. Make sure that it will fit here. If not, you made your loop too small, just add a jump ring and hang it from the ring. Okay, loop on the bottom, loop on the top. We are good to go. If they're misaligned, you can just kind of straighten them up a little bit. It's very forgiving. So super cute. And then let's go ahead and trim the tails. So you do kind of have right and left. You can trim them that way or you can mix them up, whatever you want. I kind of spread them apart whenever I did it. So, but I did do 3 cut to the right and 3 cut to the left. And I would stagger it a little bit, but it doesn't need to be anything crazy because you don't want them to, you know, it's kind of like hair. You keep cutting and cutting and cutting, and you can't put it back. So it just needs a little bit off the end because they were pretty much aligned whenever we started. They're pretty close. Yeah, looks pretty good. Super cute. So then just run a chain through it or put it on some sari silk or leather, whatever you want. It to be cute little purse dangle too. That would be really pretty, or a zipper pull. That would be really fun. So yep, hope y'all enjoyed that. It's pretty simple. If you need any of the supplies, I will link them all below. We've got the kit for the earrings in the silver, in the gold. Love that like shimmer in the gold. It's so pretty. And then in the black with the little rosette. Super cute. And then the necklace is the same. So you see this one's the silver, this one is the gold, and then the black has the little rosette here and the crystal on the top. And it comes with chain to put them on. And then we've also got the suede in bulk if you just want to make your own. So we've got the metallic silver, the black, and the metallic gold. They're all $3.50 a yard, and I will link those all below for you. So I hope y'all had fun, and thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye.